recording.
Hello, it is Find Who You Know. Yes, for once I am doing an intro in front of the camera this time. Today I am doing an explanation video about what really happened at Knowlton Church. Yes, this is pretty much where it all started. This is where we went on our very first paranormal investigation.
Hello. Slow down, you hurt yourself. Come on.
It's been 4 months since we were here last time we were here. Basically, I'll be going to each place, explaining what happened on the investigation, and explaining basically what happened in detail. Hello, buddy. See the church. There's a leaf right there. This is basically where we encountered the imp known as Albert, or so the other investigator said. It's the real thing back here afterwards. Strange smell here. This is where it all happened. This is where it all went down. It all happened here. Well, this is what actually happened at the end, where someone almost got possessed. That's quite sensitive to talk about, because it was very serious. Right. Enough of that now. I'll get to it into the right. So basically I'll explain in detail what happened. I will get back to you at the very first scene.
So yeah, like I said, this is where it all went down. That's the witch tree over there. And this is Knowlton Church. Yeah. So basically when I first got here, I basically had the EMF reader out, and I did a sweep of the area. Basically went around here. So yeah, I went around the church with the EMF reader, and this was the marking I pointed out the last time I was here. So yeah, basically I went around the entire area looking for any EMF activity. Here we are, back to went to the witch tree over here as well, which I'll go over to right now. So yeah, like I said, we're not doing a paranormal investigation today. We're just doing an explanation video and a return video, pretty much. Isn't it strange being back here after all this time? It's been like 4 months. Over 4 months, actually. Here we are, the witch tree. I was considering coming here at Halloween, but it probably would have been crowded, and the more people there are, the more awkward it is, pretty much. So this is the witch tree. Yeah. Right, I'll go back to the church area, and I will start the explaining promptly. Right, here we are.
So, if I remember correctly, this is when I heard the infamous notorious bell. Now, it's a bit controversial because where the bell came from, I don't know. Like, it could have came from the farmhouse over there. That's what the other investigator said, David Mabar, or Mabar, as I pronounce it. So that he heard a bell too, and it came from over there. But see, when we were here, I think that we heard the bell out there. Me and my brother kind of heard it at the same time. Now, he heard a chime of a bell, not specifically a church bell. But when I heard it, it distinctly sounded like a church bell. I'm not making that up. And it didn't seem to come from any direction in particular. It just sounded like a dong of a church bell, like, generally. Now, it could have came from over the farmhouse, I don't know, but it was creepy nonetheless, and didn't sound like it came from any direction in particular. And that is when the activity started, basically the point of when it started to increase. Now, we'll now go over to the witch tree, and that is when the string incident happened. Now, we'll start recording again when we get over there. So yeah, this is the witch tree, and this is where me and Jacob, my brother, who unfortunately isn't here today, decided to go alone and see if we could record any activity. Like I said, like the bell, I don't really know if it was paranormal activity in reason, because when we were in here, I was looking through the camera, and I wasn't really looking in the usual area, and he kind of like walked into the string. I didn't know if he walked into the string or not, but it did seem to move on camera, and he managed to get stuck in it twice, and he seemed genuinely freaked out about it. So yeah, this is the witch tree, where that happened. And many people have reported feeling sick in here sometimes. Me personally, I've been in here multiple times and I haven't felt anything, but it could be different for certain people. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, this is when, just after we heard the bell, like this string incident happened just after we heard the bell. Now, when we got back from the bell, we saw something very interesting, and I'll stop recording again, and I'll say what that was.
Good.
Right, this is where the footage came from, the SLS footage. Basically what that means is like basically stick figure motion footage of something of kinetic energy. So basically after the bell and the string incident in the witch tree, I came back here to see the rest of the group having the SLS camera. And I was a bit of a noob, if you could call it that, at the time, so I didn't really know what it was. So basically that's basically kinetic motion of something moving. Basically for film you might see stick figure motion of something moving. It was pointed at the ground, like in this general area, and we saw something like moving, almost something like someone was crawling on the ground. Now, Jacob and me at the time thought it looked like a horse on the ground, but on closer inspection it looked more like something crawling out the ground, like basically like someone like on the floor, like basically crawling around like that, raving about. Now, my personal theory of mine is basically if that bell was paranormal in nature, that was basically the waking up point of the entities coming out of play, if you could call it that. Now after the SNS footage, it basically went a bit dull, as in it kind of hit a flat line. Well, that was until the blue orb and the almost possession. Now, we'll start recording again and I'll explain that in detail. So yeah, now we're in the main church area, the ruins. Now, did you hear that? I was gonna go to you, I just had like, oh my, I'm not even doing paranormal because I'm already hearing stuff. Right, so basically we're in the inside the church ruins, and this is basically where it happened. But basically we always had a possession of our hands, or that's what they said anyway. So basically after the bell, the string, and the XLS footage, we basically started setting up the spirit boxes and everything. And I focused the spotlight until we took a photo of a blue orb in the sky, or what looked like a big orb in the sky. And after that, basically the other investigators got hooked themselves up to a spot and basically sat over. One of them sat over at this area. And they started asking the spirit app, I don't know what it's called, and the other one, and the other investigators, we asked questions from over here. And basically me and Jacob, we went back over to the witch tree, so we didn't see the beginning of this, so I don't really know what happened at the beginning, but we kind of came back, and Dave, one of the investigators, was talking to the one was asked questions, because it's in the spirit box, someone was attached to it, and apparently this entity, or imp, called Albert the Imp, was called Albert, which is apparently pagan, was trying to possess the investigator who was hooked up to the spirit box over there, and was this close to succeeding. And basically, you can basically see the film video and see basically the question of what was happening. But basically, she almost got possessed, and things got really bad. We had to pull it out really quickly, and we had to say a prayer and all that to make sure whatever was here didn't follow us. And this sulphur smell, basically, I didn't smell it myself, but Darren and my mother, Emma, did. Basically, sulphur smell emitted from this area. And basically, sulphur could be associated with burning, and burning can be associated with hell, if the imp is a demon, if you connect those dots. Now, basically what happened was we were able to pull Alice and the investigator with the spirit box out. We said a prayer, protect ourselves, and Dave allegedly sealed it in this area. This was 4 months ago. Albert's free. Perhaps he is watching us at this very moment. Who knows? And basically we pulled out, and we didn't come back until now, really. And basically, I wanted to explain to all of you what actually happened at Knowlton Church on that day. And I told you. All of this is true. I am not making this up. I swear on my dignity that this is the truth about what we saw. So yeah, that is what really happened at Knowlton Church and that day. Now, basically, we're not over yet. We'll get these spirit out on our phones, and we'll see if we can get any interesting words. But overall, that is what happened on Knowlton Church, and we'll show you what happened on the phones. Right? Stop recording.
Hello. Kevin. It's very active here, isn't it? Erick? It's quite an old name. Charge. So yeah, we're getting the spirit apps, and we're trying to see if we can get any relevant words. I'll do the same thing. 31st of May? Huh. Oh yeah, because it took a while for me to upload the footage to YouTube, of course, that makes sense. So over 5 months ago, we were here when that almost possession took place. So yeah, I'll put it over... Oh, don't do that. I'll put this directly where it almost... Oh, it's really chilly around this area. Right, this is where it took place. Oh my god! It's so active, it's over 100 here. Horoscope. In the EMF, it's over 100 over here. I've never seen that. I'm trying to get it clear on the camera. It's there. I'm not sure how clear it is from the camera, but I've never seen it that high before. I'm not making that up. Yeah, that's crazy. Over 100 over here. It looks like it's over 100 there. This area is where the possession almost took place and where the sulphur smell emitted from. And technically, only you have the testimony to say that because you were the one who smelt it. Well, yeah, like a burny smell that came over here. So, because technically I didn't hear it, she did. Because I was standing all the way over there like a little pussy, to be honest. It's crazy over here, isn't it? I know this area is like the pinnacle of it, and it's a bit cold in here, isn't it? Can you feel it? Well, to me it is. It's like, you can feel a distance in a way. You can feel like a difference. Like over here it's a bit warmer, and over here it's a bit chilly. It could just because it's surrounded by stone, to be honest, though. It's over 100 though. Look, 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 look. Oh, it said something. I didn't catch it though. Yeah. If there is red dot. If there is anyone present, can you please make yourself known? Oh, red dots. For obvious reasons, I won't ask about a certain name that might trigger a response. What's it said so far? And true, it's not said that much, but it's definitely... It's still crazy on each, though, isn't it? A bit. I don't know what to think about these apps, to be honest, because... Sure, it could be completely random. Yes, it could be, but it's said so much relevant words to the places we've been to. I can't simply dismiss it. Okay. Like I said, at Knowlton Church, this area, is allegedly the most haunted place in Dorset. Right, I'll do another sweep around the area to give you a view of the place. Should have done that before, like 5 months ago, but... So yeah, this is the place. A more open view of it. You know what, I'll go properly out. So yeah, basically... The whole events at Knowlton Church over 5 months ago, that is all true. Well, it's as true as the other investigators said it is, because they were the ones with the spirit box asked the questions. But yeah, I'll show you the open view of it. Knowlton Church. I mean, I've always felt like that's a foreboding sight, but also an interesting view. And there's also the witch tree over there. Yeah. I mean, it's funny that I decided to come here, but I've made an agreement with myself not to go back to Durring Woods, because at Durring Woods, like I said with my theory, is that there is a portal to hell itself there, with, you know, the bleating of the goat, associated with the ghost of Mendez, which is never good news. I mean, bleating of a goat is never good news if you're not a spirit box. Didn't even know spirit boxes could make animal noises, but you learn something new every day. Have they said anything interesting? And it also said Erick as well, with the old fashioned version. How is it over 100? Is Albert with us? That didn't get a response at all. Huh. We should know also about that, but didn't seem to get a response. Huh, it's almost flatlined, to be honest. He's back then, so it's like then suddenly ceased. Right. Sorry about that, the battery died. It always does that. How is the EMF over 100? That is ridiculous. Oh, there's like a chill on the back of my neck. Or rather. Yo, it's freezing over here. I really wish we had a temperature checking device, because that's becoming really useful. A lot of red dots. Oh, rest you up here. I mean, like I said before, this is the most haunted place in Dorset, allegedly.
It's getting active.
Yeah.
It's been active for the last 3
But,
minutes.
I mean, we've been here before. We know what happens when you get active, don't we? And we don't want a repeat of what happened 5 months ago.
Someone came in through that door.
Did they?
And they were circling around and then it came in.
I personally find it really creepy that activity almost ceased when I mentioned the word, you know. You think he's like the dominant spirit here?
Probably.
Seems like how it's silenced when I asked about him. Not a good sign, is it? Maybe I'll ask about it. You can feel the difference here. Look. It's freezing in here. If anyone had a temperature checking device. Alright. Time to ask about it. Now, let me ask about it.
I can feel it. There's a curtain there.
Yeah, I feel it. Right then. Right. We went to a place called Durring Woods. Maybe you've heard of it. And we were given the numbers 1658. Is it any importance? Does it mean anything to you? Parents? What was that?
Noise.
How was the EMF activity over 100? I've never seen that before. Sorry, maybe you didn't hear it correctly, like, build? Yeah, it makes sense, this area, I mean... So, does 1658 mean anything important? Is it a date, or is it something else? Sheesh, it's like the gallows, it's bitingly cold here. Yeah, it doesn't. I'm not really getting a response from that.
Quite active round here.
Oh yeah, this is where the event took place. I'll put it directly like between, like here, in like the doorway or archway rather. I'll put it in infrared version. You know the EMF activity? It's above 100 on mine.
Pretty high on man.
Yeah, it's insane. It's not called the most haunted place in Dorset for nothing. Oh, that was you
Very
zipping.
cool. That is a very cool breeze.
I'm telling you, it's freezing over here. You can definitely feel a difference. It moves around almost.
Yeah, it's round here.
Yeah.
Around this area.
Well, the theory saying is that there's like portals here, right?
Well, there's supposed to be a portal right behind us.
Yeah, I mean they say there are portals there, isn't it? I'll get my.
Yeah, I don't want to spend too long here, but oh yeah.
It's spicy. It's like the gallows in the way it's cold.
Yeah. There is something definitely here.
Yeah, in the exact place we were
When I
here.
walk out here, my activity drops.
Yeah, I told you it's
But then when I move
this
back
area.
here, it increases.
What is so important about this spot? Is this where the dark magic happened? Ooh, yellow.
Yeah. Oh.
That is crazy. What is it? That's a lot of red dots. This place is very unnerving.
Definitely.
I told you it's around this area.
Here.
I mean, this place has thousands of years of history. It's no joke. Important? What's important? The history here? Yeah. I mean, you can feel it. It's like a cold breeze that moves around the place. I really don't want this to turn into another Burley when I run out of battery before.
I'm going to step out of there because it's not looking there. Instantly.
Oh, oh, hello, little bird. I'll put. Oh, sheesh! I told you it's like a.
Yes, it is. You told it as well.
Yeah, I feel it.
Not just me.
What is significant?
There's definite curtain there.
What? But why though? Could it be like
This increases.
insane?
See, look.
It's truly Yeah, Knowlton Church, the most haunted place in all of Dorset.
And then
Fire?
in.
Is that a Pete? Yeah, I mean, I think it's more cold in here.
And it's gone. I'm not feeling the same that I did before.
Yeah, I mean,
But it does go up to 30 here. There's definitely.
oh, I'm feeling it's like a cold breeze. I think there's a cold breeze moving around.
Right, shall we go because it is getting.
Yeah, I think we should put out. And, yeah, I got it. And I will write in the description the words it said. So yeah. I upload the videos like Make sure one of the valves right there. Right. Yeah. Display.
It's not an artificial because there's no... Out here, I'm not feeling this cold or...
Knowlton Church. Right. Well, that's an explanation about what happened 5 months ago, and a little investigation of Knowlton Church. We'll come back again soon, well, soonish, to conduct another proper investigation. Till then, I'm Finding the Unknown, and goodbye.